was it all about holding on to power? I mean, why wouldn't Jill Biden, if she would have been so concerned about his performance at the debate, said, honey, listen, your time's up?
Well, maybe Mercedes, it's because she wanted to be first lady more than anything in the world. I mean, I think that's what this is all about. I mean, also, she's here to sell books, number one. And I know now that if you think your husband's having a stroke, you should take him to Waffle Shop instead of the hospital, because that's where she took him after that rally here. I think this will go down as one of the media's greatest sins, other than maybe calling conservatives racists and accusing President Trump of being a Russian spy. I mean, this is the kind of thing that Democrats don't want to be talking about going into the midterm elections, for some negative headlines for the president, especially with gas prices. To have this in the front burner for the next week or two, sign me up.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked that Jill Biden even talked about this in the interview, because it really does then come across, Matt, as there was a bit of a cover-up, basically, that they knew that she thought he was having a stroke. If that was the case, I mean, wouldn't you take him to Walter Reed immediately?
Look, everybody who talks to honest Biden officials, this was a daily concern of theirs. They knew the president was aging rapidly, that he could hardly get through speeches. I mean, the videos you guys put out, I mean, over and over and over again, where he's stumbling, being incoherent. I do think that debate performance was his worst. I mean, I was surprised how well he had done in previous debates. But I thought it was interesting, was he on drugs? Well, that was one of the speculation, that they really hopped him up on drugs to get through these big performances. But look, all of us have eyes and we have ears. We saw that the president was deteriorating before our eyes, and they all lied to us about
best Biden ever.
And I remember, Alex, that the media itself, I remember the moderators of the debate, they were trying to help Joe Biden finish his statements, Alex. I mean, completely disgraceful. And I think, were you surprised that Jill Biden just was so open about the fact that she thought he had a stroke?
Yes, I think, to your point, this is a book tour. She's promoting this book. I would have hoped that the people putting her out there doing that, Mercy, would have had a better answer for her than this. They had to know this question was coming. Part of the problem is it just doesn't logistically make sense. We know from the Robert Hur report, which came out prior to the debate, that there was questions about his mental fitness. I think the end of the report concluded that the jury would feel too sympathetic for him, that he was losing his memory. It came out either during our hearing or the report that he had trouble remembering specifics or the date of his son's death. I think that's problematic. There's a former Jill Biden staffer, too, who made comments about this on another network and talked about how Jill Biden got in between him and protesters. In the past, she chased down a priest, that if she was really worried at the time, you would have expected her, given her past actions, to have been more proactive. But we didn't see that.
Jason, are you in line with the Democrats who privately acknowledged that that debate was a disaster for Joe Biden, but also the fact that he was a declining president?
Sure. I think he was absolutely declining. I think once you get to your 80s, I mean, we're seeing it right now. We're seeing a man sundowning right now. He's fallen asleep in meetings. He's got bruises on each hand because he's probably receiving some sort of IV medication.
So you think Trump is declining?
Absolutely. We're all declining. This is a fact of life, we are all declining.
Some of us get better with age.
I got to tell you, though,
You're a fine wine guy, but most of us, that's part of what happens. I thought the debate was disastrous, particularly the first 20 minutes. I mean, we were all horrified by that. It did absolutely, improve towards the end, but by then, people,
which showed that
he had already done the damage.
President Biden could in no way be in any shape to be president. I got to tell you, working for President Trump, and Matt knows this as well, the man never stops working. I mean, except for in
sharp,
where he falls asleep. So incredibly sharp all the time. He travels more than Joe Biden ever traveled. He's held more press conferences. He's had more cabinet meetings. He's done more for the American people than Joe Biden.
Why is Joe Biden suing to keep the tapes hidden?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.